Hey guys, the Sports Entertainer here, back with some more wrestling news. Join us as the Sports Entertainer looks at all the breaking wrestling news and rumors you need to know, including LA Knight was almost released from WWE, a major name has sadly been fired by WWE, a top star renews their contract, and much more. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you never miss out on an episode. Bobby Lashley sends warning to The Rock. Now, Bobby Lashley is extremely focused heading into the Royal Rumble event this weekend, and the former WWE champion was recently interviewed by Sportskeeda Wrestling, and Bobby Lashley sent a subtle warning at The Rock when Lashley talked about The Rock's WWE return and potential involvement with the Royal Rumble. Quote, "That was incredible. I mean, it's The Rock, probably one of the biggest names in everything right now, so when he comes back, that always brings a tremendous amount of views. And you know what? Anybody who wants to take a step to that next level, take him out. If he comes in and I have an opportunity to throw him out, I will throw him out. Anything that he has, you have the ability to take from him if you take him out. So I mean, it's not going to be a cakewalk for him." Some other noteworthy bits from this latest Bobby Lashley interview include Bobby's opinion as to whether or not the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns will lose the Undisputed Championship this Saturday at the Royal Rumble. Quote, "If he does retain it, he's beaten one person, he's beaten two people, now he's beaten three people. Roman is on top of the world right now and rightfully should be. He's done big things for the company for a long time and he's proven his dominance. This is his next biggest challenge. If he beats three people, that's another notch for his belt. One thing he hasn't done with this title reign, he points to himself." On top of that, clearly Bobby Lashley has no issues surrounding CM Punk's recent return to WWE, with Lashley expressing that he's only had good interactions with Punk. Quote, "I always make my opinion on someone based on my interaction with them, and ever since I've known CM Punk, every time I've talked to him, I've always had positive conversation, everything like that, nothing negative." Now, although it's doubtful Lashley's legitimately being considered to win the Royal Rumble match this year, we hope Lashley has a good showing in the match regardless. Such an underrated talent to say the least, man. Next up, rest in peace Vince McMahon. Now, I don't even know where to begin when it comes to this story, and no, for anyone wondering, Vince McMahon has not actually passed away, but if these new diabolical allegations regarding Vince McMahon that have just come out are proven to be true, then we can confidently say rest in peace to Vince's personal and professional life. We'll leave it at that. Okay, so for those of you who haven't heard the news yet, some new horrific allegations regarding Vince McMahon were revealed or leaked in a new lawsuit by former WWE employee Janelle Grant, who had filed a lawsuit against WWE, and names like Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis for some truly horrific things, and Janelle Grant was the WWE employee who had the settlement with Vince McMahon back in 2022, which resulted in Vince being investigated by the WWE Board of Directors, and resulted in Vince temporarily retiring. With this being some detailed information on the matter provided by the Wrestling Observer, quote, "TKO Group Holdings, the parent company of WWE, issued a statement on Thursday after a lawsuit with horrifying allegations was filed against Vince McMahon. Former WWE employee Janelle Grant filed the lawsuit alleging that she was the victim of physical and emotional abuse, assault, and trafficking at WWE. The suit names McMahon, WWE, and John Laurinaitis as defendants. Grant is the former WWE employee whose 2022 settlement with McMahon led to him being investigated by the WWE Board of Directors. McMahon retired from WWE amid that hush money scandal in July 2022, before later forcing himself back into power. Grant alleges that the investigation was a sham, stating that she was never contacted by the company about it, despite being willing to participate. Grant's settlement with McMahon was supposed to be for $3 million, but her lawsuit claims that he stopped making payments after an initial $1 million installment. Grant is looking to void the agreement and is seeking unspecified financial damages. Now, a spokesperson for TKO has issued the following statement regarding Grant's allegations, quote, "Mr. McMahon does not control TKO nor does he oversee the day-to-day operations of WWE. While this matter predates our TKO executive team's tenure at the company, we take Ms. Grant's horrific allegations very seriously and are addressing this matter internally. Now we have young fans who watch this channel, and we don't want to directly report on Janelle Grant's new allegations and the alleged horrible text messages from Vince, but if you guys want to see just how diabolical they were, just head on over to Twitter or X, and you'll see the hashtag Vince McMahon trending, where you can find all the gory details that allude to Brock Lesnar being involved as well, which is just completely nuts. This is truly disturbing news, to say the least. I mean, we really don't even know how to react or process all of this, and for those of you who have looked into the details regarding this story, what are your thoughts on this situation right now? Honestly, we will not be surprised if Vince McMahon is fired from his role as the executive chairman of TKO Group Holdings, because these allegations are absolutely insane, and it's bringing the WWE an incredible amount of bad publicity right now, and rightfully damn so. Innocent until proven guilty, of course, but definitely not looking good at all, man. Next up, LA Knight was almost released. Now, in a recent interview with ESPN, NXT's Shawn Michaels talked a bit about LA Knight joining the NXT brand when he was already 38, with Michaels then revealing that LA Knight was apparently on the cut list in WWE several times, but Michaels basically stopped Knight from getting released by always keeping Knight in storylines. Quote, "I would tell them all the time that there is this guy, LA Knight. When people say a WWE guy or a Vince McMahon guy, he was effing it. I was trying to tell them, lose the 3-8. He never looked to me like he had any mileage on him. To me, he was still brand freaking new. I never lied, I did always have him in stuff. But there were a couple of people that I knew from this mythical age thing wasn't fitting their qualifications, but I always kept them in storylines, and so my excuse was, we can't get rid of him now. Now thank God Shawn Michaels stopped LA Knight from getting cut from WWE, which seemed like it was close to happening on more than one occasion, because Knight has quickly become one of the most popular stars in the company, and it would have been a travesty for WWE to have released such a talented worker in LA Knight before even giving him a real chance to succeed. Top WWE star renews their contract. Now, the current United States champion Logan Paul recently shared the news to fans that WWE have renewed his contract in a recent Instagram video. Take a listen.
Royal Rumble this Saturday. One thing y'all didn't know, I've been at the PC for a couple months. The WWE renewed my contract. Breaking news. And I figured if this is going to be a full-time job, maybe I stopped treating it as a hobby.
Next up, major name fired by WWE. Now clearly WWE didn't give Kevin Patrick a whole lot of time to step things up on SmackDown commentary, because for those of you who haven't heard, PW Insider reported that Kevin Patrick has actually been released or fired from WWE. Quote, WWE announcer Kevin Patrick has been officially released by WWE, PWInsider.com can confirm. While Patrick was liked personally, there had been a feeling for some time that he was not the right person for the role. Now, some fans may argue that Kevin Patrick wasn't a good fit for the job he was given on commentary, but it does seem a little abrupt for WWE to fire him altogether, before giving him a chance to do something else. But let us know your thoughts on this big firing from WWE today. Well guys, that's it for today's major wrestling news. Make sure you leave a like and comment, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you'll never miss out on an episode. Finally, if you haven't already, give us a follow on Twitter at TSE Wrestling, and we will see you guys in the next video.